The proposed rate adjustment is to fix aging and inadequate infrastructure. These photos show what failing storm pipes underground look like on the surface. There's over 875,000 feet, or 165 miles, if you will, of stormwater pipe in Columbia. For the last 20 years, there's been a single operations crew of 5 people, 5 staff members to maintain that 875,000 feet of pipe. In addition to keeping storm systems open and functional, that 5-member crew is able to replace approximately 900 feet of storm pipe a year. At that rate, it'll take us over 900 years to replace our existing system. Our infrastructure is aging and in many cases well past its expected lifespan. As we've said here tonight, much like the roof on your house, the furnace in your home, it doesn't last forever and it needs to be replaced. This photo is that same location on Bourne Avenue looking at what was underneath the pavement. 2 different storm pipes, not well connected, and a metal pipe that was failing, causing the sinkhole on the pavement above. These aging systems are all over Columbia, in every neighborhood, on major roadways, by schools, near places of business, and downtown. A storm system at Sinclair Road is shown here. Although some homeowners may live in newer developments, the roads leading to those developments were likely constructed 40 or more years ago. Their storm systems are past their expected lifespan. Many people drive over Sinclair Road every day on the way to school, to the store, on the way to work, or the way home, and most probably don't realize that the aging storm pipes, like this corroded one shown in the photo, could fail at any time. The current revenue is not enough to address all the known problems like this one in newer and older areas of town. There's a similar situation to this on Rollins Road between Stadium and Russell Boulevard Elementary School. These are 2 examples. There are hundreds like it all over Columbia. Emergency repair in a critical location like this would likely require using our emergency contracts, which can double and even triple the cost of the work. Many people recognize this downtown intersection at 9th and Elm. The stormwater system we see on the surface is a couple of inlets, a curb inlet, a graded inlet, and maybe you don't even see those. The aging stormwater system below the surface is an existing rock box that is underneath 9th Street. If you were to look inside that rock box, you can see stacked rock walls. And you can also see some of those rocks have fallen out of the walls and are obstructing the flow of the stormwater. Again, this is the surface of the intersection where many of us have walked, driven, or ridden our bikes. Under Elm Street is a clay pipe. This is the inside of that clay pipe looking up toward an inlet. The pipe is cracked, has holes in the bottom, and is misaligned. These aging stormwater systems and hundreds just like it are still in use all over Columbia today. From this table, you can see how prices have changed since 1993. Construction materials are no different. $1 million in annual revenue does not go as far as it did in 1993. Replacement costs for these storm systems can range from tens of thousands of dollars to hundreds of thousands of dollars. There are over 40 stormwater capital improvement projects currently in the capital improvement plan. All these projects are awaiting funding to fix failing or inadequate infrastructure. Our stormwater utility operations crew works hard, but they need additional resources to address the backlog of known and needed repairs. Again, it costs double to use an emergency repair contract to fix a critical failed system. A rate adjustment is necessary to continue to fund these basic maintenance and capital improvement needs. These are needs, not wants. The proposal is a 25% rate adjustment every year for 5 years to be able to begin replacing the aging system that's getting older every year. And this proposal will put us on that path to meeting those needs. The existing tiered rate system is based on impervious area. Impervious area are the hard surfaces where stormwater runs off. For residential rates, the greater the footprint of your house, the more you pay. For commercial customers, the more building and pavement and parking areas you have, the more you pay. There are 5 tiers for the monthly stormwater rates, 4 residential tiers and 1 commercial, and we'll just briefly go through each one. This is the first and smallest of the tiers for small residential structures less than 750 square feet. Residents in this tier currently pay 65 cents per month. With a 25% adjustment each year for 5 years, the monthly rate will go from 65 cents per month to $1.90 per month in fiscal year 2020. $1.90 is close to what most people pay for a dozen eggs. That same lowest tier applies to apartment units. Each unit in the apartment complex pays the Tier 1 rate. So currently they pay 65 cents per month. In 5 years, in 2020, each unit will pay $1.90 per month. For most college students, that's a large cup of coffee. The next tier is for homes with a slightly larger footprint, between 750 and 1,250 square feet. The single-family rate is based on the main floor living area, so it does not include second stories or basements or garages. It is generally just the footprint of the house. This rate also applies to each unit in a duplex, triplex, or fourplex. The current rate is 85 cents per month. After 5 years, their rate will be $2.49 per month, or about the same as a loaf of bread. The majority of homeowners in Columbia fall into this third tier. Single-family homes with a main floor living area between 1,251 and 2,000 square feet. This rate will go from the current $1.15 per month to $3.37 per month, which is less than a gallon of milk. The highest residential tier rate is for single-family homes with a main floor living area greater than 2,000 square feet. Their rate would go from $1.35 per month to $3.96 per month, a large box of cereal for many of us. So the maximum residential rate with this proposal will be less than $4 per month. Here you can compare all the residential rates and the 25% rate adjustment every year for 5 years. Fiscal year 2015 is the current rate. Fiscal 2016 would be the first 25% rate adjustment, and 2020 shows the monthly rates at the end of the 5 adjustments. Revenue will go from just over $1 million annually to $3.4 million annually to put us on the path to keep pace with our maintenance and capital needs. So if you compare our monthly residential stormwater utility rates with other Midwest cities of a similar size, Columbia is at the bottom. Black & Veatch completes this survey biannually, and these rates are from their 2014 national report. Even the proposed rate at the end of 5 years is at the low end of other Midwest communities our size. So this proposal we're bringing forward is not the Cadillac version, it's the economy car. The stormwater utility leads by example. Our utility is known for being one of the first stormwater utilities in the Midwest. Regularly, other communities call asking about our stormwater education program. We've had calls from big cities like St. Louis and Kansas City, calls from other college towns like Urbana, Illinois, and Virginia Tech. The stormwater utility wants to continue to be a leader, but revenues need to keep pace with rising costs. The commercial tier is based on total square footage of impervious area, again, the building and pavement areas. The current monthly rate is 4 cents per 100 square feet. Properties with less than 10,000 square feet of impervious area pay the minimum rate of $4 per month. So a commercial property such as the candy factory has about 8,750 square feet of building and impervious area. They pay the minimum rate of $4 per month. With the proposed 25% rate adjustment each year for 5 years, properties like the Candy Factory will continue to pay the minimum rate in 2020, but it will be $11.72 per month. The city's ARC is a commercial property of almost 293,000 square feet of impervious area. The rate is, for all commercial property, again, is 4 cents per 100 square feet. For the ARC, that's $117 per month. In 5 years, with this proposed plan, commercial properties will pay 11.7 cents per 100 square feet of impervious area. For the ARC, that will be $342 per month. All city properties pay stormwater utility bill. All school district properties pay. All commercial and residential properties pay a stormwater utility bill, just like they pay a water, electric, and sewer bill to operate and maintain their infrastructure. This table shows the 10 largest commercial properties in town. You can see the city's 4th on the list with our Cosmo Park. Rockbridge High School is on the list. After 5 years, their monthly rate will be just over $1,000 a month. And here's Columbia Mall. They currently pay $469 a month. After adjusting the rate 25% every year for 5 years, their rate will be $1,433 per month. But I'd like to take a closer look at this particular retail area. Here's the Columbia Mall intersection at the intersection of Worley and Stadium. This is an aerial photo from a plane flying over the area for non-engineers. The mall is in the upper left corner, and Best Buy is across Stadium on the right. Stadium shops are across Worley in the lower left corner of the photo. There's an existing underground storm pipe system that runs under Worley at the mall entrance, or the red line shown on the photo. That storm system continues on down Worley underground to the backside of Stadium shops, where it daylights and becomes Harmony Creek. So can you imagine if that storm pipe system under Worley Street at this mall entrance were to fail? What impact would a large sinkhole in the middle of Worley Street 1 month before Christmas Day have? How would that affect surrounding businesses and their revenues? Thankfully, we don't have to wonder, because the stormwater utility lined the failing pipe this last year. Before we lined it, the pipe was completely gone in the bottom. There was a hole 2 feet below the existing pipe. And we don't know how long aging systems like that will last past the corroded stage. The lining project cost about $140,000. There was no excavation required in the middle of Worley Street, and there was minimal traffic disturbance. It would be great if the utility had the resources to fix more of our known issues with new technologies like this before they became a problem. The rates we collect benefit our customers. And in case you think this type of failure can't occur, let me remind you what occurred less than 10 years ago, right next to this pipe that we just fixed. This is at the former Biscayne Mall, which is now Stadium Shops at Worley. The bottom of the storm pipe at this location was gone, it was missing, it was corroded, like many pipes around town. Something happened during a storm event that exploited that pipe corrosion, creating this sinkhole. The sinkhole impacted traffic lanes and the traffic signal, and the massive force of the stormwater pushed a 50-foot section of a large diameter pipe over 1 mile downstream. That seems catastrophic, but thankfully no one was injured. The stormwater utility needs additional revenue from the proposed rate adjustment to fix the infrastructure problems we already know about. Our infrastructure doesn't last forever, and this rate adjustment is a proactive step on the path to fixing what is breaking. If we wait to react, it will be more costly.